Hello, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. And today I am not coming live on the Diamond Beauties because we went the 1st of December. We went to Wave.video. The network went to another supplier for our streaming, and I could not get my Facebook page, our private Diamond Beauties Forever group, connected. It keeps on saying you cannot do it, you cannot do it. So I don't know what's cooking. So I am coming live just on my YouTube channel. And then we're also coming live on E360 network. And as you know, we're going through to 9 channels. And the biggest of all of them is Roku TV. And I know there's a lot of Americans and a lot of Canadians that is watching this show. It is Sunday. You came out of church and now you're eating in front, and we have the pleasure to entertain you. And I've got amazing guests. I've got amazing guests. I've got 2 amazing people from the USA, and then I am in South Africa, but I am in Cape Town, not my hometown. I flew 2 hours and 10 minutes to come to the most beautiful city in South Africa, Cape Town, where Table Mountain is. And then my beautiful Diana, she is in Johannesburg, where I am from. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait to introduce all of them to you. So, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, if I say dependency, what does dependency means for you? So, our beautiful show title today is Dependency Dynamics. And then my quote I've done, and it's a new system, and I'm in charge of all this. So I'm reading from the side. So my beautiful quote for today is: when you ignite change in your life, bring back independency, you will unchain your potential to live the life you want. So, what does the word dependency means for you? So, we can unwrap dependency a little bit, but then my beautiful guest will be able to tell you all how they're serving the world. My vision is to be the most heart-centered brand, to provide experience to fill the world with love, joy, and happiness. And just if you think, Sanet, where's your glasses? Where is all the gadget? Today I've got the hat on, but I don't have any glasses. So if my beautiful guest gives me goosebumps, I will just do this because I don't have my glasses or any gadget here. I cannot wait to introduce all of them. So my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to take 3 deep breaths with me? And then because I don't have any other videos to share, I am going to play our opening video quickly again so that I can be able to bring all my guests in at once. And then when our video is finished, it will be amazing because then all 3 my guests is going to be here, a power hour that you will never forget. Are you ready? I am ready. My guests, are you ready? I've got all thumbs up. They are ready. So let us take 3 beautiful breaths and then I will play our video. Are you ready? Here we go. In, out. Another one in, out. Last one in, out. Wow, amazing. I have to go and look at all the new controls. I cannot just do this without looking. So let me go to media and let me go and play our video again. I cannot hide it. So I'm going to start with the honor. And my beautiful guest, I have not the ability to showcase your email address or your website or your Facebook page. So I will then almost at the end, I will just ask you to help us to announce it. So I have looked everywhere, but I think I will have to Google a little bit more about the system so that I know next time. So, my beautiful Diana, can I just tell you why I love you? Not only have we done quite a few, we've got done two fire walks together. And if I say, if you've done a fire walk, you can do anything. But me and you know each other for so long, and you are truly an inspiration for me. So I am so excited because you are part of the show today. Please, can you introduce yourself? And then can you also tell us what the word dependency means for you, please?
Thank you, Sanet. Hello, everybody. Yes, I am Diana Rodriguez. I am from Johannesburg in South Africa, and I am a life coach, a laughter coach, and a transformational speaker. As you have seen on the introduction video, my motto is I inspire. No, I'm lying. I aspire to inspire before I expire. So I've got lots of work to do in this world. So that's what we need to do. And dependency for me, dependency can be good or it can be bad. It can be emotional, like as you said, Sanet, or it can be financial. But if you think about a fish is dependent on water to survive. Children are dependent on their parents to give them a proper living. But if you're in a relationship where you are dependent on somebody else, where you are being suppressed, then that's not good dependency. And that is how I see dependency.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, my beautiful Diana. We are coming back to you. So I am going to unmute Cheryl, and then I want to tell why I love Cheryl. So let me quickly mute you, Diana. There you are muted. My beautiful Cheryl, when I embarked on this 2-year adventure for the Diamond Beauty, so my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, the Diamond Beauties is a private group I started 2.5 years ago. We've got 633 ladies on the group, and we just inspire. When I embarked on the 2-year anniversary, I got 88 gifts. And I asked, Sherry was talking about this motivational video that helps you rethink about money. And I was so intrigued, and she did her own one that she have done. And she came every week, every Monday we had a session. And beautiful Cheryl, every Monday you can play your video. You inspire the ladies so much. I am over the moon that you are here today. Thank you for being in my life. And both you and both Gerald is from the CLA group. So I am truly so blessed having both of you. Cheryl, can you please introduce yourself and tell us what dependency means for you?
Yes. I'm Cheryl McBride, and I'm from Mesa, Arizona. I've been teaching for many, many years in the schools, about 45 years, and I have 5 boys and 17 grandkids that I get to continue to teach. So, dependency to me is something that I want to eliminate. I know that the kids and the grandkids and the sons depend on me to live and to inspire them. And when if they if we get everything in a row, if we get all our business in place, then we don't have to be so dependent on each other. I don't have to be dependent on my kids. So, so dependency is there's a lot of good that comes from it, as we inspire them. And then there's a lot of problems that we can eliminate if we just take care of some of those things in our life. So
Wow.
there you go. Thank you.
Thank you. I love it. I love it. And we're going to talk about how did you inspire the ladies in August, but we're going to go to Gerald and then I will go to Diana and come back to you. So my beautiful Gerald, let me just unmute you. So my beautiful one, I tried to get you on the show even when we just had live Zoom sessions. Remember, Diana, we just had the Zoom session before I've got a TV show. And unfortunately, Gerald, you could not make it. And then I said to you, you have to come to the TV show. And now we're part of the CLI group. And I was over the moon. I saw you the first time singing in front. I think you were on stage in front of church and you were singing. And I cannot put my hands on this table like my table at home because you don't want to see this self-made shift bring everything up. It's a you put washing in this thing, and then there's another thing on top, and there's a book so that I can lift everything up. So I cannot press, but if I can go like this, wow, wow, Gerald. Your voice is heavenly. I could not believe it. I played your song. I remember I said, I played your song 3 times. I have goosebumps. I've got goosebumps. So that's where I saw your video and your voice for the first time, and I knew I wanted you to be here. My beautiful Gerald, can you please introduce yourself and tell us what dependency means for you?
Thank you for your kind words. I'm honored to be here with all of you. And my name is Jared Miller, based out of Houston, Texas. Singer, songwriter, author, speaker, and community builder. And when I think about dependency, I think in terms of the word seasons. I think of the word seasons. We're all dependent in one season, but if that season expired, it might not be so good. So I'm excited to dive into all of this. I equate seasons and dependency, and we can dive into that as we keep going.
Oh wow, I love it. So thank you so much. I'm gonna go to Diana. So Diana, one of the questions that you have sent me, I'm so happy that you sent me some questions. Why do you believe we have to rely on others for our own happiness?
Thank you, Sanet. Most of the time we live in a world of fear, and I speak for myself. I've been there for such a long time, where I lived in a world of fear, and I did anything and everything to make sure my partner was happy. And my happiness depended on his happiness. If he was not happy, I was shaking because I didn't know how to deal with it, because I did not have the guts to stand up against him. I lost who I am. I lost my own identity. I became who he wanted me to be. And it was just a terrible, terrible state to be in. And once we start realizing we shouldn't give our power to other people, we should take our power back and be who we are, then only can we seriously and really be happy with who we are. But this dependency that we've got on these people, if you're in a relationship with a narcissist, they control you completely. You are absolutely nothing in the world. I mean, you don't even exist, actually. You are a slave to their moods, if I can call it that. And that was where I was. But I'm happy to say I'm no longer there. I can stand in my own power now. I can stand up for myself, and I will not allow anybody to force dependency onto me again. So, yeah, so it depends on if you're in a state of fear or not.
Wow. I think I wanted to ask you the next one. Did I realize I was in a bad relationship?
I did, but I was a hypocrite. I had such huge ego that I did not want to tell anybody about the relationship I was in. I was hiding it from the world because what would people think about me if I have to admit that I'm in a relationship that's not a happy one? So I would go out into the world, put this huge smile on my face, act as if I'm so happy. But deep within, I knew I was not in a happy relationship. I knew I had to get out. I just didn't know at the time how to get out. But I got out.
Wow. And the last question I want, and I really, the reason why I want to have all of this done because so that I can hear and then the end. How did you cut the cord of this dependency?
So, Net, it's very difficult. There's no on off switch, and there's no one way of knowing how to get out of a relationship that is so toxic. First, you have to start believing in yourself. Start looking at yourself. Are you really happy? But if you're not happy, what are the things that you can do to get out of this relationship? In my case, I had to go find something that he did wrong. So I had ammo, and I found that I had got my ammo, and that gave me power so I could get out. But it's not the same in every relationship. It's not, because sometimes it's a relationship at work where we are being bullied. I've been there. What did I do? I resigned. I got out. But my toxic relationship, I found something that he had done wrong, and that was what I could use against him. So don't think that you can't get out of any situation. If you really want to get out, you can get out. And if you don't want to get out, it is okay. It's your choice to stay where you are. But you must just know you'll never be the person that you are meant to be. You've lost yourself already. You will never find yourself if you're not going to take that step or take action to get out of the situation.
Thank you for giving that a different perspective. And thank you for being brave. And thank you for giving us your heart, my beautiful Diana. I am coming back to you. So, my beautiful Cheryl, you had 5 boys. Let me just unmute you. You had 5 boys. How was it to to help this amazing boys of you to grow up, to be their mother? How was that for you?
Oh, yes, they are the pride. They are the apple of my eye. I I have 5 Eagle Scouts, and I don't know if you know what that means, but it means a lot of work and a lot of get your shirt on and let's get to this meeting and let's do this camp out and let's go on this hike and this ride your bike. And they're very happy that they did not give up. And I know, until they could drive, they depended on me to get them to all those different places. But I think all of us treasure those times, those times of getting them to where they are. They are good daddies now, and they're taking care of their families, and they're using their imagination, and people can depend on them. They depend on them to help them move, or be the executor of their will, or do what they need. They are responsible, productive members of society, and that's what I was always teaching my kids, my students at school. I want you to be a productive member of society, and so that's what we do. We teach, and then people can depend on them.
Oh, amazing. And tell me, what was if you think about your boys, if you think about each of the boys, what was the biggest compliment you got from each of the boys?
Oh, them saying, "That's my mom." My son bought me a house. He bought me a place to stay so that I didn't have to go from roommate to roommate to roommate. I mean, some died, some left anyway. Uh, but just claiming me, and we've had a lot of rifts in the family, and I've heard a lot of, well, you did this, you let this happen, you know what? But in the at the end of the story, they are happy that we went through all that stuff because it made us all stronger, and the love between us is very deep, very, very strong. I have a loving relationship with my boys.
Wow,
So,
that's
not
amazing.
every day do they like me, but they always love me.
Oh, wow. I love it. I love it. And I wonder that you have given school for 45 years. How many of the kids that you have teach came back to you as an adult and say thank you?
You know what? That was such a joy. I mean, this one guy came back with his uniform on, his ROTC uniform, and he says, "You were the hardest teacher I ever had, but I appreciate you so much." because,
Wow.
and he was one of my best students. And then I've had other kids that would come into the room and they were pencil breaking mad. And the aromatherapy and the music therapy in the background and our organized classroom gave him a safe place to come. And at the end of the school year, he squeezed me so hard I thought I was going to lose my breath. And I was just there for him. I was just there for him. There's another boy that we taught him how to read. And because he was able to read, he was able to get into the advanced math class. So he'd come to me for reading and writing. He would go to the accelerated math class, and boy, was he so happy. So yeah, it's been fun to have people come back and go, thank you. They thank me in different ways, but I treasure those years.
Wow. So, just from my side, I want to say thank you so much for all your service that you have done for the youth. Because if it was not for beautiful teachers like you, then the youth wouldn't have been like they are. So, I want to say thank you so much, my beautiful Cheryl. Thank you.
You're
So,
welcome.
then I want to go to Gerard. So, Gerard, I have put on your bio here because now I cannot do anything with the system. I must still, there was something I could not do. But I was like, you are a passionate singer and a songwriter, you've told us. But for me, the next part was amazing. A worship leader for over 27 years. Wow. So, did you, is there was a certain youth, or did you just the worship, it was a certain age, or just tell us a little bit about that? Oh, I'm so sorry, Gerald. Let me just unmute you. Just give me, there you go.
We're good.
Yes, all good.
So, from my earliest memories, I was raised in a church environment, and music was a huge part of that in my life. And so, from when I was a baby into a toddler to a kid to a teenager, it was just a huge influence on my life. And then, probably about 5, 6 years old, I figured I enjoyed singing, and I kind of explored that as I got older, and that's how that came to be. And then played in bands, teenage years, high school years, early college years, and then really felt the pull and to focus on creating music that would connect people to God in a congregational setting. And the fulfillment of that was second to none. Seeing people walk into a room with stress and burdens and just the heaviness of life, and then just how God could use a song or use a voice to create peace, to create joy, and to in real time see people walk into a room one way and leave another, to see real transformation happen within moments was pretty miraculous for me, and I was really drawn to it, and it was really humbling that God would use me to be able to do something like that. And so I've never stopped. And the running joke for us who work at a church is that we quit every Sunday and we come back every Saturday.
Okay,
So
I didn't know that.
no,
Okay, okay.
no, you know when you're helping people and you're dealing with a lot of issues, it can be a lot sometimes. But again, quote unquote, we are dependent on God to help us with those things, right? So
Yes.
yeah, it's a joy and an honor.
Wow, amazing. I don't know. I know it's not in your bio, but I don't know where I have seen or heard this. But did you also write plays for the church?
I've been a part of plays. I've been in plays, but I've never written a play.
Well, okay, okay. Now, maybe I was a mistake that I somewhere because
Yeah,
I try was to see how what I can see because your bio is your bio, but I didn't have any extra. So yes, okay. So also you said you has worked with renowned artists and is also a certified speaker, trainer, coacher on the Maxwell Leadership Group and the Sam Shunt, I hope is correct, in, Leadership Institute. I don't know if you do have your books here that you can maybe show us, but can you tell us a little bit about that training that you did, as well as the books that you have written?
sure. Yeah, I'd love to. Sam Chand is a leadership expert, and his main focus is what I would call the faith-based church world. And so I did a year long training with him. John Maxwell was a 3-day certification program in Orlando, Florida, and that's not only for church but also for the business world. And that was a great time. There was 3,500 people in the largest Marriott ballroom in the world in Orlando, Florida, and we had a chance to speak in front of each other and grow in that area. So that was really really great. But as I've gotten older, the songs that I've written, the concepts and ideas from songs have really grown into ideas for books. And so
Wow.
that's how my book Truth came to be. The concept was that the influential voices that we trust determine and shape our reality of truth. And so it's interesting because again, I had to depend on someone to help me write the book. But through that interdependence, something was birthed that really helped a lot of people. So yeah, I appreciate you asking about that.
Wow. And can you tell us the title of the books?
The book is called Truth: The Lies We've Been Told. Yes.
Why that title?
Well, I think it goes without saying that whether if it's the news or social media or any media outlet, we're always asking the question: Is this the truth or is this a lie? Is this the truth or is this a lie? Is their truth contingent on their best interest or my best interest? And how do I know not what to trust, but more importantly, who to trust? And so the people that we trust the most influence us the most. That makes sense. And that influence shapes our reality of truth. So yeah, truth, the lies we've been told. And yeah, when you read the book, it'll explain more about that.
Wow, I love it. So there's one more question and I wanted to ask you. You said you have launched an incredible course called Servant Leadership Creativity. You will also see in your golden nugget. I have put that in because when I did a video just before the show, I see I didn't have your golden nugget, and I thought you will appreciate if I just put that in. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, I'm a strong believer that servant leadership is the only leadership that will last. We're all called to be servant leaders, to serve those in our circle of influence. And we're also, every single person is creative. Now, some might say, well, I'm not very creative. My question is, do you have breath in your lungs? If you have breath in your lungs, you're creative. And so it came from a place of, here's the question that I ask. We're all, as leaders, we're all pouring our lives into someone, but who's pouring their life into us? And so
Yes.
I see this a lot across the board, is that either someone's pouring into someone and it's not being reciprocated, or someone's pouring into someone and someone's not pouring into them. And I believe that you need both. You need someone pouring into you, and you need to be pouring into someone in every season of your life. The dynamic might change, the capacity might change, but everyone needs that to be a river, not a reservoir. We all need that continuity um, to have fulfillment and significance in life. And that's really where it came from, because I was pouring into a lot of people, but there wasn't a lot of people who were pouring into me. So that idea was birthed and conceived, said, I want to pour into the people who are not being poured into. So it's Servant Leadership Creative, and we just launched in September, and some really great changes are helping people, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Congratulations, and thank you also for all the service you are doing, not just church, but also teaching others. And that's what I want to try and teach my beautiful ladies, diamond beauties. You can give, but you must also receive. And
Yes.
you don't know, but the Honor will know and Cheryl will know. We will spend hours to make sure this is the right dress or outfit. You will have it a few times in and out, and then when somebody gives you a compliment, you say, "Ah, you just put this thing on," but you will not tell them you spent a few hours getting dressed. Why not just say, "Oh, thank you very much." I normally do this. I go take my dress like this and then I pull it out and I courtesy like this. I say, "Oh, thank you." So today, my friend's husband opened the door for me and I went, "Thank you." Because he did it without me asking, well, he did it for her and he opened mine as well. And I said, "Thank you." And he was like, and yes, you are right. We are so used to give, especially women, that we don't take the compliments and the feedback back. So thank you for that. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. So my beautiful Diana, the first time I saw you was on a show of Kobus Visser, and he asked you to do a short laughing session with everybody. So this was my first, and it was in COVID day. We covered with very. Okay, let me just see who is. Let me just mute. Can you still hear the sound? I don't know where it's coming because I don't have anything open. Okay, so I remember clearly. Well, it was a little bit in the. Can you still hear it? Okay, okay, I don't know. Okay, so I was a little bit in COVID. I think it was, if I can remember correctly, October 2020, maybe a little bit later. I cannot now remember, but you gave us a session. Oh, my beautiful Cheryl and my beautiful Gerard. I went all skew eye because I could not get a breath. It was so funny. It was like I never experienced something like that. So please, can you tell us how are you serving corporate with this amazing laughter sessions that you are doing?
Thank you, Sanet. You know, um, Jared was talking about giving back and also receiving. And yes, when we laugh together, it builds trust. And it's giving a little bit of yourself to somebody and also taking from them. So there's a lot of balance within it as well. And unfortunately, the world we live in, we are always looking for a reason to laugh. So I just show people how to laugh without reason, how to bring out the inner child again and just have fun and laugh and just be stupid. You don't need a reason to laugh. Just feel free and just laugh. Why not? Give back to the world. And when you laugh with them, you also reap the benefits. So, yeah, it's give and take. It's a balance action all the way. And
Wow,
it
amazing.
spreads happiness and joy.
Yeah. And also when you start laughing and there's a lot of people laughing with, then you cannot stop laughing because then you laugh at that person's sound of his laughter.
Because laughter is contagious. And
Yes, yes.
laughter is a virus that we can all get, and it will just, if everybody can catch laughter like we had corona, can you imagine what a happy place the world would be?
Yes, wow. And it's just like children, they don't have excuse to laugh. They don't need a reason to laugh. If they want to laugh out of their stomach, they do that.
That, yeah, you don't have to tell a child to laugh; they just automatically laugh. I mean, if you look at a little baby, I mean, I never had children of my own, so I cannot say I speak from experience, but I do have nieces and nephews. And but you look at little babies, and you can just do this the whole time, and they will just have like this deep belly laugh just because something stupid. If you tear a piece of paper, there are videos all over Facebook about how children laugh because of the stupidity. And I mean, what is tearing a piece of paper? Oh, it's something I'm going to throw in the dustbin. But that child sees the fun in it. It might be the sound, it might be the fact that it changes into two pieces. We don't know why they're laughing, but they're laughing. And what happens? We as adults, because they're laughing, we start laughing. So it's just like, have you ever tried being serious when you see a child laughing like that? You can't. You can't.
I
It
remember, I
automatically
remember,
creates a smile.
yeah. I remember you did come and did a live session for us on Zoom, and you told us you're not allowed to laugh. I tell you, it was the fun, Gerard. It was the funniest thing. So she told you not to laugh. No, 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 you're not allowed to smile. No, 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 no. And then everybody was, and then we burst out with laughter because you cannot. And then she laughs and she tells you not to laugh. So what happened? You are gonna laugh. It was the funniest thing. We loved it so much. Can you tell us what was some of the biggest compliments you got for doing a session like that?
It might not have been expressed in words to tell me, but seeing the joy on people's faces, that to me is such a huge compliment because I know once I've had them laughing with me, I know I've made a difference in their life for today. Because most people, I mean, we get into such a routine. We wake up, we get ready for work, we go to work, we go home, same stories, same conversations every night. We go to bed. So it becomes a routine and we forget how to laugh. So when you do a laughter session with people and you actually see the joy on their faces, and I mean, as children, we would say like, "Oh, my stomach is so sore, I can't laugh any longer." But adults don't do that because we just see the serious side of life and we hide all our pain and stuff inside us, and it's like we don't want the world to see. But when we start laughing, we actually release the tension. And so the biggest compliment is actually to see the change in people, how they feel more free when they laugh.
Wow, I love it. What is 2024 installed for you?
What's 2024 for me? The best year of my life so far. Big, big dreams. And yeah, what is a dream? It's a goal that actually gets written down into steps on how I'm going to achieve it. So it's not just going to be a dream, it's going to be a goal that I will be achieving
Wow.
and
I'm
spread
truly,
lots of laughter and joy around the world.
I'm so proud of you, Michael. I'm truly proud of you. My beautiful, I'm going to go to Cheryl. My beautiful Cheryl, what is 2024 is holding for you? What is, you've got plans? What is it what is it going to bestow on you? Let me just unmute you quickly. Oh, you are unmuted. You can
I
go
do.
in.
Yes, it's going to be a new adventure. I mean, I'm working in November, December to get it primed and ready to go. So I have my goals in place, and I'm shooting for that $1 million. You know, the first million I hear is the hardest to make. However, once we do that, and my kids are looking forward to that too.
Oh,
So
okay.
we just to bring as much joy as I can and inspiration. And I'm hoping to do that. I am sharing thoughts and good things on Facebook and wherever I go. I want to send blessings in abundance to
Wow.
everyone I meet, and
Wow.
more love, like Di-
The,
Diana.
yeah,
Deanna
Diana.
was saying,
Yeah.
yes, yes. We used to play that game where everybody laid in with their head on somebody's tummy. And we called it ha ha or whatever. Remember doing that? You lay there and your head bounces and everybody's laughing. And you're just, pretty soon the whole room is just laughing. And whenever
Oh,
my 5 boys get together, they just crack each other up. They quote lines from movies, and they're all on the floor rolling around and laughing. And so I want to bring more of that kind of fun laughing, like you were talking about. We need belly laugh every day.
wow.
And
Amazing.
so go
Wow.
ahead.
I just saw on LinkedIn as well that you are teaching people to be financially literate. So I just want to say how amazing. And I know that is also going to go big time next year. So I'm truly proud of you. You are amazing. You are amazing.
Thank you. Yes, 30 million, 20 million families by 2030 is our goal.
Wow. Isn't
So
that incredible?
yes, and I think it's possible. We've got a
And
good team. We can do it.
yes, and I know because I've met you. I had two coffee chats with you. You were part of my August whole month of inspiring the Diamond Beauties. And what you say you will do because you are one of those that anybody can depend on you. Ah, it's part of today's session. Wow, amazing. Thank you, my beautiful Cheryl. So, my
Thank you.
beautiful Gerard, what is 2024 holding for you?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, a couple of things. Number one, I'm focusing really heavily on my online community, on Servant Leadership Creative, but I'm actually going to have a second truth campaign. And what that looks like is I'm actually writing a truth devotional for the Bible app. Yeah, which is really cool. And then I'm making a children's book called Truth for Kids. So I turned 44 in March. So we're going to do a spinoff, Truth 4, when I turn 44. So we're going to have the kids' book. We're going to have the devotional and the Bible app, my online community. And there's a possibility that another book might be out next year, too. So we'll see.
Wow, you are amazing. You are amazing. Are you also going to still keep on with the songwriting and the singing? You will definitely keep on doing that.
Yes,
Wow.
absolutely. It'll be a lifelong adventure.
So I'm going to start with you. I'm going to say to you, please, how can the people get hold of you? But if you can also send them to where they can see and hear and feel your beautiful song, but you will have to put it out here for us because there was no way for me to bring it on the screen like we did with the other platform. So, how can people get hold of you, my beautiful Gerard?
Yes. Well, on Instagram, it's at Jared Miller Official. Facebook is just my name, Jared Miller. And then our website is actually servantleadershipcreative.com. And I can type all that in the chat as well.
Okay, because I don't, if you can type it in the chat, let me see. Will it go to private chat? I don't know because you are my first guest on this new platform. Just type it in, let us see where it goes. And then, my beautiful Diana, can you please tell the viewers where can get hold of you?
Thank you. For me, you can find all my links on my website, and my website is www.dianarodriguez.co.za. So it's DIANARODRIGUES.co.za. And like I say, all the links are there. You can connect with me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. It's all there. And if you want to send me a message, by all means, go to my contact page, send me an email, and I will connect with you from there.
Okay. So I'm going to come back to you with that, Diana. So Gerald, I see it came into the private chat, but the private chat is between us. So I don't know how to get it. I don't know where the other chat is. It says comments here, but it says overlap, auto shift, and reserve, and I'm too scared to press any buttons. So, but can I just tell all three of you? Everywhere I posted, except on Instagram, I have done all your not email, but all your links that you gave me, I've done. And then you, LinkedIn, I could not give your bias, but your bias is also on all my advertisements, but only on LinkedIn there was not enough space. So because you are all connected on LinkedIn, I just gave you not your bios but your links. So my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, everywhere, even on E360's TV's folder, under the Power Hour TV show, you will see my guest. Remember to put in season 1, episode 56. Then you will see Diana's, all her bio and contact details. You will see Cheryl's one and you will see Gerard's one. So amazing, amazing. So Cheryl, can you tell us, because I do see, I don't know if you're more busier on LinkedIn, and I think Facebook you are a little bit more busy, but also Diana and Cheryl, you're always welcome if you've got a beautiful post. Please share it with the Diamond Beauty so that we can make sure that we inspire all of the ladies. So, Cheryl, how can the people get hold of you?
It can. One of the easy ways is the just howmoneyworks.com slash Cheryl McBride. That might be
How many
easier to
words?
remember than wealthwave.com slash Cheryl McBride. Both of those work. And then my contact information is right there on the email and the phone number. And I am on Facebook and LinkedIn daily. So Instagram, not so much.
I also went and spoke to a few sponsors for my show, and I said, no, you don't have enough following on all your platforms, and especially not Instagram. Okay, I will try my best. I just put on the shows though, but I don't, because it's too much. I've got too much to do. But I said to me, next year I will also spend some time with the Instagram. I know it's for young people and you have to do a lot of quick stuff. So I will also adapt to that as well. So, my beautiful Diana, we've got 2 minutes left. Can you please give us your golden nugget?
For me, my golden nugget is always aspire to inspire before we expire.
Love it.
And I saw this years ago, and it made so much sense because in the process of inspiring other people, we inspire ourselves as well. So
Yes.
instead of just sitting and being a wallflower, go out there, go inspire other people. Life is short. Make the difference today.
Can you see you gave me goosebumps? I've got my vertigo glasses. My beautiful Cheryl, can you please give us your golden nugget? Okay, unmuted, you can go.
Okay. Change a family, change the world.
Wow, I love it. I love it. Yes, my glasses for you. And Gerald, can you give us your golden nugget? Oh, sorry. Wait. I'm you too fast. You can go ahead.
All right, good. When you know truth, you know yourself. And when you know
I
yourself,
love it.
you can add the
Yeah.
most value to the world.
Wow. I'm sorry I interrupted you. You're welcome to start from the beginning.
Oh, okay. Whenever you know truth, you know yourself. And when you know yourself, you add the most value to the world.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. My beautiful diamond beauties and my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, all the viewers on E360 TV, I hope that you have loved this show today. And I know this is your favorite part. We're going to dance. But wait. I have to ask my guests first if they will dance with me. And then I will ask my beautiful guest. Will you have a dance with me? And now please you must hear the audience. I'm gonna shout. My beautiful audience, will you have a dance with me? Yes, yes, I say yes. Here we go.
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or squinting in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love. From butterflies to eagles, oh, there's
Bye
magic
bye,
in
everyone.
that
Bye bye.
flight.